Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, Q? Thanks for looking. I appreciate it. What's up? What's up? Unfortunately, my cough has reared its head once more. I didn't want to skip the stream because I missed a lot of streams just because of being sick. So I'm trying to push through it. Since it is a Friday, it gives me the opportunity to kind of get better over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. But I figured if I kind of just talk a little bit softer, and then also we're going to be switching to a different game for today, just the beginning. We're going to be switching to Tetris. It's a game that I have to hyper focus on anyways. So you guys can talk amongst yourselves. I'll still talk here and there and still read your chats. We're going to do that probably for the first hour. And then we'll switch over to Genshin and continue on the story. There's lots of stuff I want to show you on Genshin as to where I'm at. Just because I told you I've been playing a lot of Genshin while I was sick. I got the halls ready. I got like 4 packs. 4 packs of the main halls, and then 2 bags of like tiny mini halls. I've already taken medicine, and I got like some tea next to me as well as water. So yeah, I thought of this actually the other day. I thought like, hey, you know what? I really like Tetris. Let's give it a shot. I played Tetris on various difficulties. Mm. The first time I actually started playing Tetris was actually 1989, somewhere around there, maybe 1990. My parents got a home computer. My dad was really big into computers. And so we had the first computer that we had Windows 3.0 or 3.2. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure if it was 3.0 or 3.2. And then obviously after that we had like NT 95, 98, all that stuff. XP, the OG XP. But yeah, on that computer it had things like Tetris, which my mom absolutely loved Tetris. It was one of her favorite games of all time. That and Zelda, the original Zelda. Let me know for anybody that's actually able to watch and give me some feedback. Let me know if I'm too quiet talking like this. I can actually increase my volume without having to increase the volume of my own voice. But yeah, so it had Tetris on there, it had Minesweeper, it had Solitaire. I think that was it. I think that was the only games that we had on there. There's not a lot of games. And then later on, we got into different games where my dad kind of started bringing some new ones in. Played like Myst, old Myst. Anybody that knows Myst, you're an OG in gaming. No Myst. The Dig, that was another one. Leisure Suit Larry. That was always hard for me to say. The old one, not the new one. I heard the new one was actually not that good. I say new, but I think it came out in like 2016, so it's almost 10 years ago now. But yeah. So I thought, Tetris, I enjoy it. Chills me out. The most you're gonna hear me talk is kind of just cursing the game for giving me the wrong piece at the wrong time. Alright. Now, what I was saying before is I do play this game on various levels, but today I'm going to play it on easy. Gotten further in the game in easy. Like you can see, I've actually completed it all in normal. I'm almost done on expert. That last part there, 4 you see on the end there, I have completed. But I figured if I did beginner, there's an opportunity for me to actually try to play through the entire game, which I don't think I've actually made it through the entire game without dying. on any level, so I'm gonna try to do that. That's mainly what I'm gonna try to do today. I don't particularly think this is gonna be a mainstay. This is just, I just wanted to see what this was like. Okay, so got the right zoom. Yeah, okay. I just gotta figure out what's the... I think it's that. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Shinya? How's it going? Q is currently lurking. I'm a little sick. It seems like the sickness is coming back a little bit. So I thought I'd play a game that isn't so over the top. But how are you doing on this Friday evening? Life is good. Life is good. That's good. Been a productive day. Right on. That's good to hear. Are you pumped for the weekend? Yes. Nice. Weekend mode activated. Do you have any plans for the weekend, or is it just chilling out? No, I do think that chilling out is actually planned. That's cool. I've never been in a retirement home before. We have a really big one near my house, actually. It keeps expanding. Sorry about that. It depends on schedules. That's fair. That's fair. I know for me, this weekend will be chilling out. Yeah, I just thought this would be an easier game for me to kind of just chill on. I'm still going to play Genshin. That's not changing. But I thought I'd play this for the first hour and then switch over to Genshin for the second. That's not going to be the norm going forward. It's just, I thought, why not? Give me a second. Give me a second, though. I have the wrong... I have the wrong D-pad on my my controller. Have you ever played Tetris before? Most people have. Yeah, you have. Okay. So on the Xbox controller, there's a D-pad that is really good for fighting games, and it is horrible for this game. So I just switched that out. Very cool game, yeah. I was talking about how at the beginning of the stream that this is my mom's favorite game. And so far, they launched a new Tetris. I want to say like late last year. it is not anything as good as this one, unfortunately. I got really excited. I was like, oh yeah. After this one, I was just like, oh, it's gonna be good. I haven't found a Tetris that beats this one at all. It is. It's very relaxing. I think it like tickles the crap out of my ADHD brain. Which, by the way, I don't know if anybody told you that I was in the process of seeing it being diagnosed, if I have that. And it came back as negative, which I was just like, I don't know. I mean, obviously, they're the doctors, not me, but I was just like, there's a lot of things in my life that kind of lead me to think that I potentially would be that way, but I don't know. I'm still trying to learn about my brain. 'Cause I know I think differently than other people. Not to say that other people are bad, or that the way that I think is bad. Humans do make errors. That is true. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, that's very true. It's like, you're not inside my head, I'm inside my head. No. I really appreciate you calling me out on that. The fact that someone remembers that I'm supposed to be going to the gym means I gotta start doing that. We were gonna start to go, but then yeah, I got sick and that stopped. But I like it's unfortunate because like when I got sick, like obviously I missed out on Valentine's Day, and then I've been sick ever since. And then I guess I was not sick for the past 3 days, and then it looks like it's starting to pick back up. I think it's because of my sister, to be honest. But because she got super sick, just randomly, her and her boys, and they live upstairs. And I was just like, oh no, yeah, it got me sick again. I'm glad I'm not the only person that's not making it. Sorry. I still want to go, but like the burning desire to go has kind of like wavered a little bit, so I need to get in there before that completely disappears. And then I start the phrase of 2026. You wait, 2026 is gonna be the year. I don't want to do that. I realize how important it is. You only have one body, right? I should get in there. Coffee doesn't motivate. Yeah, yeah. Mine's G Fuel. That's my go-to. Yeah. See, I know I'm that person. I know I'm the it has to be in the morning. Because once my day starts, it's like a runaway train. I know there's others just like, you know what, I go to work and then on my way home from work, I go to the gym. It's like, what are you talking about? By the time I'm done work, I'm pooped. I'm done. I just want to be like a potato at that point and just either consume Netflix or game. I don't want to go to the gym. Yeah, no. By that time, I've had all the waking time to think of all the reasons why I shouldn't go. If you get me in the morning, it's too early. I don't have time to think of reasons. Let's go. Right? It's not so I don't have time. I don't have the energy to think of the reasons. It does have Genshin vibes. That's true. Oh yes, the loading screen with the towers, right? Correct. That's true. Yeah. When you're in the power up, the whole thing changes. I do think that the game knows what you need next. I don't know how it knows. But there's times where it like starts to throw a curveball at you. And it gets oh, we want to call it finicky? It's usually like that, to be honest. Or at least all of January. And then all the New Year's resolutions fade away. Yep. That's the same reason why I didn't go. That's why, like, when I say, like, I missed the gym because of on Valentine's Day, I purposely waited until February. For that same reason. I almost feel like even if I was like someone that actively goes to the gym, I would just avoid that first month anyways. Not to say I wouldn't do other things. I would just try to find more things at home to do. But yeah, I don't want to deal with that. 'Cause I just want to get in there and do my routine and then leave. I don't want to sit there and stand waiting for the equipment. Because Jerry over here just decided that this is his month to fix everything. I just realized that kind of came off a little bit mean, and then I also thought of like a even more meaner thing to say, and I'm just like, oh Jesus. Yep, that's true. That's true. I'm really good at biting my tongue when it comes to words. It's sounds. Like if I'm upset, or if someone does something that really bothers me, I'm gonna probably make an audible noise, and I have really hard time trying to bite my tongue at those points. Yeah. It reminds me when I went to go see I think it was Kung Fu Panda 4. Some person decided to bring their kids. Which it makes sense, right? Kung Fu Panda. But those kids clearly didn't want to see the movie at all. And so they were just up loud, and I'm just like, so I just kept making audible noises over and over again. I don't think it lasted like to the 30-minute mark before the parent was just like, we should probably leave. I was like, yeah, probably should. At this point, I'm gonna be asking for my money back. It's funny because I picked probably the time where most parents that had like troublesome kids would go. There's some random time of the day, and literally it was just me, the person I went with, this mom, this mom, her mom, and the two kids. Nobody else was in the entire theater. But I was like, still, you should have maybe asked your kids before you decided to come out here, because clearly they do not care about being here. That's just a waste of your own money. But if you want to waste your own money, waste your own money. Don't waste my money. Yup. I like going to the theater to see like some movies on the big screen with all the big sound, but I always worry about the chances of running into crappy people in the theater. Even when I went and saw Demon Slayer, I had a person directly in front of me that was like recording all the fight scenes. I'm just like, A, that's illegal, but B, like, I get to watch the fight scenes with the light of your phone in the corner of my eye. This sucks. I don't know. Like, I feel like sometimes I'm the sucker that, like, my parents taught me to always consider those around me. Because there's definitely some people in this world that just do not give a fuck. Oh, see, this is where the game is like being like, you know what? I don't want to give you the pieces you want. All right. Oh no. Hey, what's up, Q? We did not win yet. I'm trying to get through the whole playthrough in one go without dying. This is time to put hulls in. No, first we'll drink. We'll hydrate. Hydrate and then hulls. Me and Shinya have just been talking about random things. Mostly about the gym. It's dry. And I feel the need to cough a lot. And now I cannot get the hulls out of the package. But thank you for asking. Yeah, me too. But thank you. Thanks, Shinya. You got a nice voice. That's fine. Yay! Another person to talk to about Genshin. That makes me happy. Sick JC is happy. What is the news? Alright, I'm already sitting. I think I heard about it through proxy. Some craziness. Rama. So creepy. 400. Maybe that's his whole open relationship. Maybe he's Genghis Khan. Agreed. And a weirdo. Wait, why should you have known? Oh no. Wait, you got a boyfriend? I'm glad I just came back right now. Congrats. Fun. Nice. Nice. I'm very, very, very happy for you. I'm sorry I missed a little bit of that conversation. I don't know if you saw it. Got a little messy on the screen there. I had to catch up a little bit. But that's awesome. Yeah, if you could only name one, what would be your favorite part? Thanks for the bit donation. That's so sweet. You know what's really weird? A caring person shouldn't be something that's like a needle in a haystack, but for some odd reason in this new world, it 100% is. So I'm glad you found someone that's nice and caring. And screw all those other people. He's like a legendary Pokemon. That's good. That's hilarious, actually. And actually so accurate. It's hilarious and accurate. Sadly accurate, but accurate. True. What? You don't actually throw Pokeballs at him. As part of the male delegation, we do not enjoy Pokeballs being thrown at us. Insider tip. I will definitely be here. Thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. And with all the good news. Your shower. Nice and warm. Yeah, they have a tendency to be like that. Unless you didn't pay your water bill. Died twice. speed level 7. But if you're talking about like zone, I'm not sure. I want to say like 3, 4. I don't know. I thought this would be a great game to stream. They don't talk much. But I totally forgot there's such thing called chat. It's the worst game to chat. If I want to like pause it, it's no problem. But if I want to keep things going, it's horrible to kind of glance over and try to read. Those blocks are coming down at crazy rates. But I'm doing it so far, at least. Yeah, true. I'm now a real streamer with hard games to stream and play and talk about. I knew I'd be a real streamer someday. Paul's wrapper on my desk right now. It's being blown around by beer. I legit thought it was alive for a moment. Always have been. That's scary. It was a little scary. Also, out of the corner of my eye, I can see that Vector's basically manhandling the TV. Definitely a no consent situation. Now he's looking at me like he's been rejected. Poor TV. It never saw him coming. Mainly because he's a robot, though. No, I'm just saying that robots can't come. That's why I never saw it come. Hold on. I'm definitely not condoning robot crazy. Robots have feelings too. And they may not currently, but sometime soon they will. It is terribly sus. You don't know? You don't think so? I fear it. My fear is also true. cybernetics. You don't think AI will eventually feel? Okay, game. I need you to give me like something here. Oh, absolute love God. Level 10 speed needs grows. It actually gets higher than that later on. All of us can replicate, but won't understand why. They replicate what humans do. Yeah, but isn't that kind of what children do? They, at the beginning, they replicate what they see adults do until they fully understand why we're doing it. So it's almost like saying that a robot is going to be a child at some point, right? Things they don't understand. I always wondered if a baby cries, does it cry for a reason and then at some point cries because it doesn't understand why it's having the feeling it's having? You don't actually know that until you get into a baby head and talk a baby, but that's not gonna happen. Yeah. But don't they cry like out of pain or something like that? Ooh. I realized we have to debot this game. See if I can clean things up and then we'll get out of here. We have to be over on Genshin. It is such a neat game. You mean like this round, or did you mean like where it comes up and says next area? Next area. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Is it? I've always enjoyed Tetris. I don't think it'll ever be something that will fully leave me. You can't understand how I do it so well. Oh, it makes you feel good, but it's just practice. Anybody can play this. It's just figuring out where shapes go, where they could go, and then a little bit of pre-planning. There's people that do like massive planning on this though, at crazy scale. I'm not at that level yet. Maybe someday. But mostly I'm just trying to keep my options open. It's like life, right? And like when you're clearing, you want your as best as possible to open up those messy areas and deal with them. It's like therapy. Can't keep those areas there for life. It'll screw you over later. I truly feel that this game does have a lot of philosophical applications. I know for me it's a very relaxing game that allows me kind of just to process my thoughts sometimes. Because there really is no other... There's nothing else for you to do other than focus on the pieces that are coming up. So, if you are thinking about something, right, you don't have the opportunity to dwell because the next piece is coming. It's not... It's not to say I can't think about anything, but I can think about it in microbursts. I can't think about it in, like, long, you know, runs, I guess. Why do you think some people are able to do it naturally? That interests me. You like a certain personality type, or... Looks like the right side of that screen is giving you the finger. Yeah, one more finger for you. Okay, again. Stop being temperamental. I'm gonna give you the pieces I need. Okay, did not want that though. Not really wanted to want to do either. It still works. This stage of the game. Really? That's a skill? I thought it's just natural progression through life. You gotta compartmentalize or you lose your mind. Really? I didn't know that. Foresight is also a skill. I didn't know that either. Alright. I'm learning things every day. That is the end of that area. So we'll be switching to Genshin. That means also if we ever decide to come back to this game, we're just gonna be going right into the fire of it immediately. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. No. Stuff. I also think I'm getting the symptoms of too many cough drops. So I'm starting to get a headache. But if I don't have a cough drop in, lose it. Yeah. Thankfully, the next game that I have to review is for next Friday. I can let my voice kind of relax. I do have a couple meetings next week, but I think there's going to be too hard on me. Your head hurts. Oh, sorry to hear that. Have you taken any medicine? You took the drugs? Yeah, the drugs? Yeah, I'll be taking some drugs after this. Obviously good drugs, not legal drugs. All the drugs, not all the drugs. Okay. I really should jump on this event at some point. I have, what, 9 days left. So, someday before 9 days. Every drug, just all of them. Okay. So, a Rick. It's Pickle Rick. A quick recap for everybody. You haven't seen me play Genshin in a bit. I finished off Simaru, cleaned up the desert. There's obviously a couple domains I can go back and do later on. I'm seeing if they're gonna pop based upon some story missions. If not, it's fine. And I made it to Fontaine. Yeah. Ah, geez, Rick. I started cleaning up some of those areas. There's still a lot of, you know, waypoints I have to do in the area. And I have three of these. I don't even call them statues of the. Actually, the sevens. Seven statue. I don't know what it's called. Statue of the Set. Oh, I do know what it's called apparently. Fontaine is really dramatic. So we just finished a trial where the first person I met in Fontaine, Linny and Lynette, they're twins, the magic duo, were being accused of being a serial kidnapper, I guess you'd call it, over here. And then we've fixed everything there. Everything's fine. But I'm trying to push everything to where I'm in that land. Main reason why is I want to get everything cleaned up so that in the future, if I have any type of events and they're in any arena is cringe. Oh, that's an understatement. 100%. Arena is a weird person. But if I can clean up all these areas, then if future events they happen to be in that land or anything like that, I could just bounce around. And on top of that, also if I get any new characters and they have stuff that requires me to be in that land, I'll have no issues there. The main one that I was thinking about the other day is I got a new weapon for Jiangling, and all of the upgrade materials are in that land. So it's an area that I've kind of explored reluctantly. Mainly because of there was an event where you had to try to explore as much of Natland as possible. So I was over there just kind of messing around, but I didn't really do any missions, so I'm just trying to move through. Also on story quests, I finished up Nahida, both of her 2 quests, as well as Tanari. Alhaitham, Baiju, and Yoimiya. So, Xiangli. Xiangling, sorry. I didn't say the Ling part. So, yeah. So we're trying to move the Archon quest forward so that we can start working on Lenny. Let's go do that. Okay. Hydrate. Sure. I am planning, this is a plan, obviously sickness is kind of in control of that, but I would like to bring camera online next week with my green screen for my stream. My favorite creature? Creature? You mean like bad guy? Oh. Oh, I know there's a flower in there. I don't know. That's... My brain is like riling from like... It's like... I think of like hundreds of different creatures. I have to go through every area. Mondstadt. I don't know. The capybaras. Yeah, those are pretty cute. I mean, any of the rune stuff. Those are cool. I mean, I do like the jellyfish that you see here in Fontaine that launch you into the air. Those are kind of cool. Little dinosaur in Netland. I don't know if I know that dinosaur yet. But if I'll keep that question since I don't have like a definitive answer. I'll keep that question in my mind as I'm playing through. And if there's one where I'm just like absolutely this one, I will let you know. Let's not go in the water. Oh, yes. That creature is adorable. Mine's name is Ember. He is a little cutie. Oh, I somehow... Wait, what happened there? How did I pass by? There should be... There it is. They're just babies.
I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up. I hope the food here will be to your taste.
Oh, don't worry. We haven't eaten at a hotel like this in a while. Paimon's getting excited already.
In that case, I will order for us first. Please wait here a moment.
Gross. It's in my hand. Yuck.
Ooh, everything looks so good. People in Fontaine sure know how to enjoy life.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
If you're dropped in Genshin, what region would you be? Why? I think I would probably be from Fontaine. The whole regalness, the justice, all that type of stuff seems to be very in line with my core values.
And if it's not?
I would also think that Farina is insane.
Well, then I'll still bring everyone. Albeit with only one dish per table.
What element would I be? I think I'd probably end up being Dendro. Just because I am someone that's very environmental about the environment. It's also got healing properties, which is helping people.
Sure have your own way of doing things. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right? We did just win that case after all.
Oh, true.
Why would you choose water?
In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
Huh? Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food. Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon now that this has all happened?
Well, we've certainly taken a big step
I could be
forward.
healer, but I could also do damage or shield.
We know that there's
Very
an
fluidic.
organization that means to dissolve these young men, but we still don't know what they are really after.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that.
Right? Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really move forward before.
Ugh. If only that guy could have finished speaking. We were so
In such investigations, even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct. It's not that I don't have faith in their ability. It's just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is required at such times in order to produce a breakthrough, which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exist. Those highfalutin folk are not all-knowing. That's why we exist. To seep into the cracks where filth falls through, where their watch fails them. That's the kind of problems we solve.
Seems Paimon thought things were simpler than they actually are.
It's all right. Well, this was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt you have further interest in this business, right? Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trial ended.
Good luck asking her.
Didn't really seem like the right time or place to do it anyway.
I see. So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon.
Favorite character from Fontaine so far? It's probably either Navia or Nouvelette.
I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
We've heard that she's super popular here in Fontaine, and that it'll be tough getting any of her time.
Well, would you consider some more, unique ways? Perhaps even methods of
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you. Chock full of sketchy ideas.
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the
My
performance.
favorite character from
I'm sure
Mondstadt?
Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play. Don't you think?
Could you suggest something a little more practical? This plan seems pretty hard to pull off. We'd have to go learn how to act, and acting's really hard.
Alright, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed.
A lot of
Then
people.
wake her up in the dead of night and demand answers. Don't
Maybe
let her
Kaya
go
or
back to sleep
Klee?
until she answers all your questions. I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
Klee is adorable.
That might work, but that's not really the problem. The problem is we don't want to get ourselves arrested.
Ah, valid point. I overlooked that part. I was just thinking about leveraging a person's desire for sleep.
Leroy?
Alright, no more joking around. Perhaps you could... Oh, I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusation she had nearly
Shinha
upheld personally.
or
I imagine that she feels
Zhongli?
quite ashamed about the whole thing.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense. Why don't we give it a try after this meal? You know, strike while the iron is hot and all.
Huh? Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
Was this your drink?
Baiju? Yeah, Baiju's good. His story was really nice.
Sorry about that.
Sad, but
Paimon
nice.
wasn't really paying attention and the cup was right next to Paimon. Would you like to order another?
No, it's fine. We're just about done here.
Inazuma?
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kind of salty and icky.
Probably Yoimiya or A?
Is that so? Huh. Well, in that case,
Oh,
we'll have to blacklist the
Yumiko?
Fanta here then. If we're all finished
She's cool.
eating, then I'll go pay.
Yeah, we're stuffed. Thanks for the treat, Navia.
Oh wait, I'm gonna change mine from so Yoimiya or
so full. Paimon
is her
can
name
barely
Sabu?
float anymore.
The little ninja girl? Seiyu. Yes. Yes.
Nah, that would be so normal. You know, like you.
Okay.
Shinobu is
As
also
for
nice.
expenses this month, we're
Cool
left
character.
with...
Hey, Navia.
Ito is
you
also
doing
good
over
too.
there?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing.
There's a lot of good people in
It
that
was
arc.
just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
Let's get ready to try to meet the Hydro Archon again. Bye, Navia.
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the Spina di Rosula. I'll give your request the highest priority. In any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see ya!
Okay, so we have to finish this one and then we can start doing Linny. So there's the desert side. You're talking about? Are you talking about in Sumeru, or you're just talking about over in the chasm area?
Seems like the stories
Sumeru. Alhaitham. Or Sino? Or Sino?
There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last one.
Vache.
Looks like we're back here again. Huh? Traveler? Ugh. That's kind of spooky.
Vache. Vache.
Hey,
It's not like she's saying sachet,
just
sachet.
look towards it. There
Who's
might
my
be
favorite
something nasty
Archon?
in the water.
If we're just talking about like them as a person, it's definitely Zhongli. We're talking about power, A. Or the Raiden Shogun.
Huh? Hang on.
Beggar Zhongli.
Paimon can
Yeah.
kind of hear a voice. It's calling for Vache, right? Hey, traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
We get thrown into trances all the time. This better not be a wet dream.
Vache.
Get it?
Are you
Get
my
it?
dear Vache? No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache?
Agreed.
Do you know where my love is? Wait. Who am I?
Get some help.
I'm very sorry. I fear I do not know. My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the time. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I since forgotten? Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I am but the consciousness of one who is lost, therefore. I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water, and then all grew dim. I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vache would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me. And I also
That's
loved
okay.
him equally as much.
We're only 23 minutes away from the end of stream anyways. But I appreciate you
No
tuning in.
longer go back. The pain of such
Thanks for the
parting.
donation.
I never knew how heavy it could be. No. Our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories. The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters. If you meet Vache, tell him not to look for me.
Thanks for the lurk.
Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember. Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness. If only I could have comforted him. Told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, is that what you call it? Dissolving. If anything, I consider it a form of release. It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want. I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think. Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see...
out!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex.
Uh-oh.
Chlorand?
Florinda's pushing. Oh, she's helping.
Quick, now's our chance!
Oh, damn. Seems OP. When I tried her out, I didn't really like her that much.
There, Chlorand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
I followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust. He would do the same, were he alive today.
Do not speak of my father!
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Chlorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Sorry. Did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you. But I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me. And what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with the Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to— I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. That's my father's true last wish. Regardless, thank you for your help today, Chlorand. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
Right. Suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Chlorand was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
I know, she's...
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for! Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us! Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Chlorand who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast. As such, we're still partners. There's no need to thank me.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
All right, you two. That's enough.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up in the nick of time.
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow? Ooh, Paimon's even more amazing than she thought!
Yes, all thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
How did that help?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said. That the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky. Fanta only comes in sweet flavors, so how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Yes. So, if you hadn't drunk that cup for me...
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
Huh. Really?
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate, but whoever did this left no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger, and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Linny in court and help clear his name.
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process. Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
Well, it can't be coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. She said that she heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too. But it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then? Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
New intel? While you were out cold?
Well, let's hear it, shall we? Oh, that is important.
Hey, what's up, Tony?
Vache.
I will definitely
That
hydrate.
name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened? Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate. Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right? And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you, Traveler?
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula, after all.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you. We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that one step at a time, I guess.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
It's right up ahead. But let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall find rooms for our respected guest.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, Traveler.
Master's base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately. After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Your father... He was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
No. I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, this is something I hope they can understand. My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets. 3 years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial. He died in the duelist's ring. But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena. 3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that. How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself. The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me. And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Demoiselle, please. If there is anything I can do, anything at all.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful. Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
But how could... Never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel was Ms. Clorand.
Oh, her? Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him? Yeah, that's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Ms. Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Afterward, Miss Cloran told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety. Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right. Anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end. Thanks. You two should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
Yeah. Paimon's
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure.
Paimon slept so well. This place feels almost too safe, huh? Navia? Where did the other two go?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back. But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere. I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vache person is a key witness in the incident.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
No. There is one way of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette. A place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Oceanette you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard-working Chief Justice for you. In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we? Aren't you coming along, Navia?
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
Want to outrun the law, you need to know how it works.
The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
Halt! Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters. This place does look pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves that Neuvillette's files are really secure.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
See? They've got great discipline, too.
Yep. Paimon can tell. If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike some, we're busy, so please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
No. What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great magician Linny.
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys. It's all coming back to me now.
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
All right, that is where we're going to end off today. We'll be back Monday at 7 to continue on with Genshin. Like I said, I'm going to try my best to rest it up to the fullest throughout the weekend, and hopefully I can bounce back for Monday. But yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. And until next time, whether you guys are online or offline, stay focused and get yours. See ya.